In our evening sessions, as we talk to 3 law students every day, and we are starting now with Shiva. I'm so sorry. Swami. Okay. So, hello, Swami. How are you?
I'm good, ma'am.
How was your day?
It's a great day, ma'am.
Why?
I can feel every moment as a wonderful moment in my life. So I can feel as every day is a great day.
That's great. That should be the spirit, I think. And your vacations are going on? How are you enjoying your vacation?
Yes, vacations are going on. Um, as per my plans, I will do my vacation.
Do you generally, when vacations start, people sleep a little longer? They feel they should sleep a little longer. Do you do that as well?
Nowadays, more heat so in the span in the day, midday timings 12 to 3 o'clock. Most of the heat will absorb. So I have to plan sleeping in the between 12 to 3
Okay.
3 to 4.
If you remember, yes, the other day I was talking about, learning words from the newspapers also. That's one way of enriching one's vocabulary.
Yes.
So today I just collected some words, from newspapers, and you can, make a guess as to the words. You might know the meaning or you might not know the meaning, and so it doesn't matter. But from the context
Yes.
of the whatever is written, we can understand the meaning. So I would like you to look at this first. The whatever I've circled,
Yes.
just read it out aloud, and then maybe you can tell the meaning in simpler words.
Rishabh Pant under 5.
Pant, that's a
Rishabh
cricket
Pant.
player.
Rishabh Pant under 5. So Rishabh Pant is basically he's a Indian left-hand batter. He's representing from India. He's now he's representing from participating in the Indian Premier League from Lucknow Super Ten team. He was the highest money taken player. So
So tell me in this context, what does it mean? Why are they saying he's under fire? What would it mean?
Rishabh Pant under fire isn't it its continuation? It's a correct sentence or wrong sentence you're asking. But
You can, if you wish, you read the first few lines because it's a paragraph.
Yes.
And you can read from context, you can understand maybe. You can read the first few lines.
Few players in the IPL generate as much a budget as Rishabh Pant, but this season the charter has been more about his struggles than his usual swagger style, and with his form dipping and Lucknow Super Giants languish in the bottom of the table, criticism was being relentless. But here the real question, why is Pant being signaled out?
So, what do you understand? I mean, I don't think you need to read the entire thing. What does it mean by saying he's under fire?
Yes.
He's a captain of one of those IPL teams, I think. Then what is the matter?
Every year, few people are there. Social atmospheric creation some parts. He's a player. This year his performance very well. Some type of atmosphere is creating. As like as Rishabh Pant also is a very good player. Before starting IPL, he had so much fans and social media creating buzz on him. So, up, but up to the mark, he is not reachable. Now he's more struggling. He will not play as well as good.
Yeah, you're quite right to quite an extent. He is being criticized, actually.
Yes.
So when we say under fire, it's also an expression. Under fire could be when somebody, let's say, army or somebody there, people are shooting at each other. That's also under fire. And but when people are being criticized, that's also being under fire. So Rishabh Pant at the moment, because his team is playing very badly,
Yes.
and he's being blamed, so he's being criticized. So that is the meaning behind Rishabh Pant being under fire. This is for the just for the benefit of the camera. I'm showing you this. So this is also some kind of an idiomatic phrase. Okay, so this is what it means. So instead of saying that he's being criticized, we are saying he's under fire because people are blaming him. And generally, as you know, the captain is blamed for a lot of things. If the team doesn't perform well, then also. Okay, this is another newspaper, cutting, and there is a word which I've circled. So this also is from today's newspaper. And why I'm giving you these newspaper cuttings is so that people can learn new words from the cuttings. So you can just read this out, these two lines aloud, and if you wish, you can read the.
They want to detain illegal foreigners.
So it is in what context?
What context means nowadays we are uh, we are going through war against Pakistan. So many illegal immigrants are staying in Hyderabad, Pakistan and Bangladesh peoples. So we need so for this context we need to vacate them.
So detain. Why is the word detain used?
Detain means catch up and stopping them their movement.
Yeah. To
Therefore,
stop them or to delay them. Yes. They may not be arrested as such, but they can be held in some place so that they don't create harm for others and to delay.
Restricted their movements.
Restricted. Their movements are being restricted. So Revanth Reddy, because he is the Chief Minister of the state, he has, in the view of the law and order situation that we have now, he has talked about detaining illegal foreigners in the city of Hyderabad as well as the state of Telangana. Okay, that's great. So we talked about some of these newspapers, and this is one way of learning from context. We don't have to actually go to a dictionary to find out every meaning. We can understand by reading underneath the paragraph, not just the heading. We read the paragraph underneath and we'll understand, okay, this is what he's saying. Okay, a little topic I would like you to speak for a longer time, like 1.5 to 2 minutes. This topic today is I would like you to speak about a gift which you bought for a friend or for a relative, and could be a family member, anybody. So why this? Why did you buy that gift? And was it an expensive gift? What is the significance behind giving that gift? Could be to a friend, could be to a family member, relative, anybody. So you can speak for about 1 minute, 1.5, 2 minutes on that topic.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please start.
In my childhood, one of my friend is there. His name is Rohit. Is very close to me. We are gang. We both and we our school gangs are playing together and roaming every place along with them. So he's a good guy, and on the birthday of his occasion, I gifted to him as a car, a battery car. Basically, he likes very cars very much. So on that issue, I noted in what his wishes and what he is likes. So on the wishes of him, so I will gift it to him as a battery car. So on the day of birthday evening, their parents are invited to me as a to her home, to the birthday party celebration. I went to their home and cake cutting celebration is complete. After that, I gifted to battery car. So it was very good and beautiful.
Would you like to speak some more on the topic?
Me and most of the members, most of my classmates are came. No one will. Everyone is alone, come alone only. For myself only, I bring a battery car. So everyone is mesmerizing and wonder about the thing. And everyone is asking, please give me. They are asking to give me and give me. They are asking again and again.
How old
My
were
friend
you?
also feel very good and this great feeling is showing to me.
How old were you? All of you at that time?
At the age of 10 years, 10 or 11 years.
Okay, great. So that's nice. Um, so generally, do you think it's nice to give gifts to friends on their birthdays?
Yes, ma'am. Birthdays will in on the birthday occasion. Gift will gift will be a small kind of excitement, happiness. I think so.
So you think it's a good thing to give the gift as a surprise?
Yeah, yes. Not only gifts, we are given as a gifts we can give to them books
Yeah,
or anything,
anything.
anything also carry for us also.
Should there be an occasion for giving a gift, or do you think sometimes we can just give gifts like that?
Not that's depending upon our wish and mood. So, but on the occasion day, it's a special day. So, it will those who are receiving the gifts, they are feel surprised and memorized.
So there are also, today I thought I would also ask about your familiarity with some legal terms. Because you people are studying law. Obviously, you understand the legal terms. So what I will do is to give you the definition maybe, or just a sentence, and you'll have to tell me what that word is.
Yes.
Okay. Um, a person who has taken part in or aided the commission of a crime. Who has taken part in a crime or aided in the committing of a crime. So, what is that person called in the legal terms?
Accused person.
Okay. And if he has not directly committed the crime, but he has helped in the committing of the crime, is there another word for that? Okay, it's not a test.
Okay, I forgot word, but
Ah.
he has to do as a common intention to do that crime.
So there's a
Or offense.
word, a legal word is accomplice.
Accomplish. Yes,
Accomplice.
accomplish.
So is such a person who has not directly committed the crime, but is helped in the committing of the crime. So
we can assume as a catalyst.
yes, so people who actually commit the crime, they might have somebody helping them also. So that's what happens in a law case. People, those come out slowly. The police investigation, they try to find the accomplice, whoever helped. Okay. Then you have a conclusion by a judge that the accused person or persons are not guilty of the charged offense. So, what is the term called? A judge has concluded, he has given his judgment or something, that the accused person, whoever is in the accused, is not guilty of that charge. So, what is that the judgment given by the judge called actually? In such a situation when he has not committed the crime and the judge also says that he has not committed the crime. Is there a legal word for it?
Yes, ma'am. It's innocent persons. The judgment we were doing as innocent persons.
Somebody has been facing a court case, a trial, he's on trial. Eventually, it is proved that the judge thinks that okay, he's not done that, and he is let off. So, is there a word?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it's not a test. It's called acquittal. Acquittal. So, it's a conclusion by a judge that the accused persons are not guilty. It could be one person, it could be 10 people also, it doesn't matter. They're not guilty of the charge. which they have been charged with. Okay, these are just one or two legal terms because I'm sure over the process of next 6 months or 1 year, you will get to know most of the legal terms. So this was just to ask
I
you.
know these words, but at the moment I was.
You didn't remember. It's okay. That's why I'm saying. It's
That's
just a
why I'm
matter of
laughing. I'm wondering myself.
getting to know the words. Yes. Any other legal term which you would like to volunteer and tell me the meaning on your own?
Falsing, falsing omnibus is a legal term. Uh, 9 things are good, one thing are false. Every false is related to that thing. False that's related to.
So what is it called?
Falsing, falsing omnibus.
Okay. Is it a Latin term?
Yes.
Some things are, most of the things are right and one is wrong, yes, sir.
And another thing, mensuria, mental. That's also.
So how is it applied in the law?
With the crime mentally has a strong desire to do the harm.
Okay. Fine. So this was nice. And today we talked about some terms. Of course, you talked about a gift that you bought for your friend. It was very nice. Though you were very young at the time, you thought of buying a gift which you thought your friend would like. So that's a very nice thing. And okay then, this was nice talking to you today. And as I was trying to say, that we will take up more of these newspaper words. And even when you get time at home or anywhere, please go through the newspaper words, particularly the headings, and see how it's applied, used in that context. And in newspapers, you learn more because most of the time, expressions are used, idiomatic expression. Like I was talking about Rishabh Pant under fire.
Yes.
Under fire doesn't mean he's under fire. He's actually being criticized. So that's under fire. And of course, normal when the war happens and all that, people are under fire, firing at each other. That's a different thing. So there are certain idiomatic expressions, we call them. And when you use that, more deep meaning comes into your language. So it's we should get to know all these expressions. And so thank you very much.
In the context, I was observing that Rishabh Pant under fire means those who are the batter is playing very well. Our bowler is taking good wickets.
That's
and
also there.
And in a situation, we can call him as a is on fire. Is on fire.
On fire is when somebody is very good.
Very good at thing.
Then he's called on fire.
On fire.
He's on fire. He's doing everything well today. He's got that energy and the spirit.
Yes.
So that's one thing. So okay, thank you very much, Swami. So now we have our second law student of the day. That's Swapna. Hello, good evening, Swapna. How are you?
I'm fine. Good evening.
How was your day?
Thanks.
I hope you are enjoying your vacation as well.
Yes, ma'am. Outside is too sunny and so hot. So being home, it's good.
That's good. Okay. That's why the university gave you that vacation time, so that you people can stay away from the direct heat. Okay. I would also like to start to you with some words which I have taken from the newspaper. Okay. So just look at this and the word that I have circled. You can read it aloud and then explain the meaning.
Modi unveils vision for Indians' space future.
So, what does Modi unveils mean in this context? If you wish, you can read a few lines underneath. What does the word unveil mean here? Veil, you know, no? Veil. Veil is
That
burqa kind of thing which people cover their faces. So unveil is
to remove that
to remove. So while Modi is unveiling what?
future space,
Hmm.
to
Program.
get more things in space. More is removing that barrier between two India and
No, it's not a barrier as such. It is showing because Modi is, as you know, the head of the states, the prime minister. He is showing something to the public for the first time. The public is not aware of the space program. And Modi, because he's, of course, the prime minister of the country, he is unveiling the vision for India's space future. Vision is kind of dream that I have that this is what we are going to have in the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. So Modi, being the head of the state or the prime minister, he is doing that. So that's unveiling. Unveiling means anything which we show to the public for the first time. After that, everybody knows. So it's already unveiled. Up till now, it was veiled, covered. Now he's unveiled it. So it's in public domain. Every person knows now because it's been reported in papers, in television, everything. Okay. Then we look at another word. This is another pattern. And that's word which I've circled.
verify.
Hmm.
Verify your facts. India tells China. Verify means to check what you are saying and what you are doing.
Yeah,
That
very
we
good.
use
Yes.
the word verify.
To cross check, to check
Yeah.
again.
Once again, you check what you are saying.
Very good. In what context is this used? Can you just mention it in one or two sentences? Why does India tell China to verify the facts?
The Indian embassy here has cautioned China state-run tabloid Global Times to verify messages before posting them on social media on Indian military strikes targeting Pakistan's terror infrastructure on Wednesday. Now war is going between India and Pakistan. Some China media they are saying what they think they are saying their own, but they are not saying the truth. For that, India warning them just to verify what you are
First
saying
verify
about
what you're doing.
what's going on.
Because India is saying that they've only hit the terrorist places,
Yes.
camps and all that. And China is saying that they're attacking the public. Something like that they have said. So verify your facts. India tells China. That's a great thing. Okay, now we will also come to the long task. A topic which I've already asked Swami. I would like to ask you also. Talk about a gift that you bought yourself for a friend or for a family member, relative, anybody. And why did you buy that gift? Was there any significance of buying that gift? Was it expensive? Whatever it was, you can mention it in 1.5 to 2 minutes.
Yes. In my graduation, we had one trip, ma'am, for everyone who are studying BSc agriculture. In the final year or in the second year, all universities or colleges they conduct trip to the students. Like that, in our university also they conduct a trip to the whole students who are studying in the university in final year. So we went to all India tour, but we not went to south side because on the time some issues are going on by water bodies in between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, I think. So we don't go south. We went to north. We saw the Wagah border, like some other places. Then I find some gifts to buy my family and my relatives. I I bought some gifts to my family and my relatives. I bought watch to my brother and my sister, and I bought one dress. It's military soldier dress to my uncle's son, my nephew. It's very good moment to me. While I saw the dress, I think it's fit to my nephew. So I bought that to him. He feels very happy because as a young child, he used to play with guns, and he says, I go to army after I become elder.
Yeah.
Like that, he used to play with guns. When I bought the dress, he feels very happy by seeing that dress. And my brother and sister also feels very happy. I bought that watches in Delhi for them. It gives so much of happy to them because while I am roaming here and there, I am remembering them and I bought something to them. They feel very special while seeing those gifts. It makes me feels happy when I see their faces after receiving those gifts.
What about your parents? You didn't buy anything for your parents?
Parents, I think I bought small gifts.
That's great. So, do you love buying gifts for friends and family members?
I like it. Not only that, if any small occasion also, I'll see what gift I'll give to them. I'll present them for that occasion.
That's great. I know. I think that increases so much the bonding
Yes,
between
ma'am.
friends and family
Because
members.
this habit I indulge from my senior ma'am in my college. One senior sister is there. While we are going some tour, he bought so many bubbly gums, chewing gums, to whole juniors and their for their classmates. To whole bus, she bought ma'am. She bought and she gave to everyone. She bought. It feels me where some special feeling because she bought that whole bus,
For the entire
not
bus.
for himself and friends.
For
So
the entire group.
yes, from that time onwards, if anybody going somewhere, I'll give some chocolates or some chewing gums to them.
See, it's a thought that is important. It's
Yes.
not just the value
Yes.
as such. It's a thought behind giving the gift. That is very important. That is nice. Okay, shall I ask also some legal terms?
Legal terms, I don't know.
No, these are simple ones which I think you might have read about already. And so I'm just hoping that you'll remember them. And it's not an exam, it's all right. It doesn't matter.
It's just 6 months over, so we just listen and we forget something, some words.
Okay, there is, and the problem is in law, I think there's a lot of Latin terms also. So that makes it a little difficult also, I think. Okay, this word, the particular, I'll read out the definition or the meaning and you just give me the word. The postponement of a case hearing to a later date.
I think adjournment.
Yeah, great. Very good. The legal process, the postponement of a case hearing to a later date. Then there is the legal process of deciding a dispute between two or more parties by a competent authority.
Judiciary.
The legal process of deciding a dispute between two or more parties by a competent authority.
Arbitration.
No, it's not arbitration. It's adjudication. Adjudication. By a competent authority, it is decided. So these were just a few. I picked up some legal terms and I was trying to know more about them. So I just found that. So now tell me, what else? Any particular from your own side? You give me some legal term and explain its meaning.
Ignorance of law is not a I mean, ignorance
Is it
of
a
law.
legal term? I'm saying any legal, like we talked about accomplice or anything. So any legal term which you are familiar with and which you would like to talk about here?
Ma'am, I'll say tomorrow.
Okay,
I'm not
all right, no
remembering
issues.
anything.
All right, so fine. So this is what I would like you to do
Ma'am, I
once.
found one word, arbitration.
Okay, what does it mean?
It means uh, doing middleman work in between two parties.
Okay, okay, okay. Mhm. Who does it middleman work in a legal this thing? Who does it generally?
Yes, ma'am. If we want to do arbitration in
Mhm.
in any case,
Mhm.
we have some experience in practicing high court or some other court,
Mhm.
like 7 years, 7 to 10 years. If
Okay.
we have that practice experience, we can do.
So it has to be a
Arbitration.
lawyer, a trained lawyer who can do it.
Advocate,
Advocate who does
practicing
it.
advocate.
Mhm.
Then,
Okay. And it's decided out of the court.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Thank you. That was nice. All right. So that was good. I think we talked about most of the newspaper cuttings and your gift and legal terms. One or two things about as far as your language was concerned. Uh, so much of happy, so much of happy. It's so much happiness, basically. We should say it that way. Or I gave a gift and he was so happy. Not much. Much is not needed. So either we say by giving that gift to him, I feel I gave them a lot of happiness. That's one thing. Or my gift made him or her very happy. Not so much of happiness. And there was also so much of happy to be. Okay, there are one or two others which I'll talk about in detail tomorrow. Thank you very much, Swapna. It's been nice talking to you. Thank you and good
Thank
evening.
you for your valuable feedback.
So now we have our third candidate for the day. That's Pavan. Good evening, Pavan. How are you?
Hello, ma'am. Very good evening. I'm good. How are you, ma'am?
I'm great. I'm good, doing very well. How was the day?
Yeah, ma'am. It was too hectic today.
Was it?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went for different places to meet some people.
Mhm.
So it was
Okay.
something quite
Mhm.
different from the yesterday.
Yeah. So how's the heat greeting you?
Yeah, I'm actually traveling in the car, so I didn't get
Okay,
too much of.
that's-
While I'm traveling on the bike, I get too much.
I know. So there are some newspapers. I think I was talking my favorite uh, method when I talk about methods of increasing vocabulary. I always feel the newspapers do a very good job. So there were one or two cuttings which I have got for you people. The circled word, you read it and then you can explain it from the context.
Okay. Retaliates.
Read that entire heading and then you can
India
explain.
ready to adopt if Pak retaliates NSA. DC correspondent. New Delhi, May 7th. National Security Advisor (NSA) Ajit Doval on Wednesday said that India has no intent to escalate tensions, but is prepared to retaliate resolutely if Pakistan chooses to do so. Doval briefed his counterparts in the US, UK, Saudi Arabia, and Japan.
So what does retaliate mean here?
Yeah, maybe
In
I will
that
get
context.
that point after reading
Okay,
all those
you
things.
want to read some more? Fine.
Yeah. And Japan about India's missile strike against terror infrastructure in Pakistan. and Pakistan occupied Jammu and Kashmir. He also established contact with officials in Russia and France. The officials said the NSA briefed his counterparts on the action taken and method of the execution, which was measured, non-escalatory and restrained. He emphasized that India had to intend to escalate but was fully prepared to retaliate resolutely should Pakistan.
Yeah. So this is in context of the tension between India and Pakistan, isn't it? So what does retaliate mean here? What do you think it might mean?
Okay, ma'am, what I'm understanding is that if Pakistan ready to do war something, India to do ready to do more.
Now India has taken some action, no? It has hit the terrorist camps.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
they say, so what this person is saying is that if Pakistan retaliates to our action, we didn't hit any civilian targets, we only hit terrorist action in places. But if Pakistan thinks it can strike back, take revenge, then we are ready to fight back also. That's what they are saying. So retaliate here means to fight back, to take action after somebody has done something. I retaliate. Okay, then that is one. So most of the time, by the context, we can understand. We don't necessarily have to go to a dictionary and find that word.
After reading all the passage or something,
you can. So if we say, most of the time, even for young children also, we can say that you read the story, and suppose a word is new, but when you read that entire story, context, you understand that word. And that's how we learn new words. Every time we can't be running to the dictionary to find the meaning. It's not necessary. From the context, we can learn. Okay, this is another this thing. Please read out the heading.
Modi chose code of Sindoor. Hails precision strikes. Precision strikes.
So, and what is precision here?
Can I read all this?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Prime Minister Narendra Modi hailed the Indian Armed Forces for successfully executing the strikes and reiterated his government policy of zero tolerance towards terrorism. Modi chaired a meeting of the Union Cabinet just hours after Operation Sindoor. During the meeting, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh briefed the Cabinet about the operation, and the entire Cabinet welcomed the action and praised Modi's leadership with a thumbs-upping desk. Sources said that Logofer called an all-party meeting on Thursday to brief leaders about Operation Sindoor carried out by the armed forces. In a post on X, Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju said the government has called an all-party leaders meeting at 11 a.m. on 8th May 2025 at committee room, ground floor number 074 in the Parliament Library Building, Parliament Complex in New Delhi. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister has postponed his planned visit next week to the three European nations of Croatia, Norway, and the Netherlands due to the current political kind.
So let's come back to precision.
Yeah. Modi chose code of Sindoor, hails precision strikes.
Okay, the code Sindoor you know, na?
Yeah, code of
Sindoor. What is it?
It is the name of the operation. The Indian Army attacked the terrorists.
They give it some name and it is called Sindoor. And hails also means when you praise somebody, you praise. So Modi hails the precision strikes. Now the strikes, as you know, were done from India on to Pakistan. They did not go into Pakistan territory. But they were so precise, means they were so clearly done that they fell right in the terrorist. So the precise and the precision, they aimed it so well. I mean, that's how good our own warheads are and how good our army and
they done the
air forces.
The execution from the India only.
So that is why they say no civilians were targeted. It's just the terrorist camps that were targeted. And they hit them. They hit them, exactly. So that is the precision, the exact, precise strikes that were done. So that is preciously strikes. So these were words, as I say, from newspapers. We get to learn quite a number of words. Every time you suppose we sit with a newspaper, always we can get about 4 to 5 words easily. I mean, we'll find more words, But it's every day we can't do 20 words. So 4 or 5 in a day is also good enough. We keep learning new words
Actually, in childhood
and we
days,
try to use them. After that, it's not just knowing them. We have to use them. Okay, now we'll come to the long speech a little bit. This is the topic that I've already asked the other two students as well. A gift which you bought for a friend or a family member, and why you bought that gift, and was it expensive, and what's the significance of that gift? Anything. You can start speaking for about 1.5 to 2
yeah,
minutes.
actually, I use it to do gifts whenever I meet new people or something. Actually, I have a little habit of that. Whenever I meet new people, I bring some little. It is not the context of the bigger, smaller. I will take something to them. Actually, I did give to my friends, my sisters, at different points. If I say about my one, actually at the time of I am working, there is a I bought some plates to the orphanage people to the because of my birthday of my one of my friends.
Okay.
So I bring her to the orphanage home and given the place to the children on her hands.
So, okay.
Yeah, that is one thing. And I bought some sari to my sister and bought mobile to my brother.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
This is after you started working.
Yes, ma'am. When I buy working, and the first time I buy, actually I worked in a shop. Actually, after my competition of the polytechnic course, at the time I got a more time. Actually, I asked my parents to buy a mobile. They say that if you work somewhere, you buy your own mobile. You don't want to ready to buy a mobile. So I worked somewhere. So I bought a mobile for myself. So and I and some other money also. So I bought a sari to my sister at the same time.
That's good. They must have been very happy.
Yes. Yeah.
Any gift which you feel somebody has gifted you, and you liked it?
Yes, ma'am. I love the action of those people because of
that's it. Yeah.
Whenever they
It's
give
not
something,
the cost of the
the
product.
item that is not
It's
because
not
of their intention.
intention. Yes,
The,
you're very
effort,
right.
yes,
Yeah, intention is what we look
yes.
at.
I got different things at the different levels.
From friends and also from
friends,
relatives, I'm sure.
Friends, brothers,
Generally, when people go to see elderly people,
yes,
then they take something. What do they generally take when you meet an elderly relative?
Actually, we will bring some fruits.
Yeah.
Actually, what is need for them? That is the better thing to give.
Fruits are always good to give to anybody, but particularly for elderly people, I think we all in India, that culture is there. We take fruits for older people. That's good. So during festivals also, do you think India has a habit of people giving gifts?
Festivals, most of the city people use it to give gifts at the time of festivals, something like that. But in the rural areas, people don't use it to give some gifts at the time of festivals.
Do they give sweets?
Yeah, ma'am.
Sweets
are
exchange.
obviously it makes them feel a little bit better at the time.
I know. No, I feel India particularly, I'm sure it's there in other countries also, but India, that thought is there. Or nothing and sweets are exchanged. Suppose I make sweets on Diwali, I'll give it to friends. The friends also give on their own festivals. So that exchanging of gifts is always there.
If any Ramjan or any different religious festivals come, they give biryani. The Muslim friends will give biryani.
They give, of course. The exchange. Their own sweets. And Christmas also.
Yes, ma'am.
People also give gifts, and again, cake and all those things are also there, exchanged. It's nice. Okay, today also, again, you'll also be asked I'll give you some definition, and you'll have to give me the word.
Yes.
Legal. These are all simple but legal terms.
Yes.
A person or persons accused of committing a crime, but not yet tried for it. Not yet tried. Tried means they have not gone on trial, but the person is already accused of committing a crime. but the trial has not happened. What is that person called?
Victim.
No, he has committed a crime, he or she.
Accused.
Accused. Accused person. Yes. Then you have the evidence that a trial judge may consider based on the provisions of the Indian Evidence Act. All the evidence submitted by the parties to the court may not be admissible. So what is that term called? The evidence which can be submitted in a court of law. Not everything can be submitted as evidence. So what is that particular legal term called? Evidence that can be submitted in a court of law.
Documentary evidence.
Is there any other word? You're quite close, but
Electronic evidence.
it could be electronic. It may not necessarily be electronic, but it says admissible evidence. What can be admissible in the court of law? Some evidence might not be. But that word is admissible, something which can be admitted in the court of law. It could be documentary, it could be maybe video or something, it could be anything. Evidence is evidence, but it's admissible. Some are not admissible. You can't produce it as evidence. So the legal term for it is admissible evidence. Something that can be admitted in a court of law. Okay. So under the provisions of Indian Evidence Act, anything I show and I said this is evidence, it might not be.
Yes.
Under the Evidence Act, I think it's not permitted. So this is permitted. So these were some of the legal terms that we were looking at because you're all legal students. And anything from your own side, what you are familiar with, any legal term, you can mention the name and I'll tell me what it means.
Yeah, it's doctrine of precedence, which the lower courts followed the previous judgments of High Court. High Court followed the previous judgments of Supreme Court. It's called as the storage of the previous judgments. So then after any issue came linked to those same matter, they follow the previous judgments earlier given by the higher courts.
Okay. So it is called?
Doctrine of precedence.
Doctrine of precedence. Okay. That's great. Interesting. Okay. So with this we come to the end of the talk. So how do you find? Do you think you can use the newspaper cuttings more, Pavan?
Yes, ma'am.
To brush up on your...
It will obviously help you, ma'am. Every day the current regular new issues came into the newspaper. So we'll get new words, so which is interlinked with the daily issues. So we will grasp it easily actually.
And why I'm talking, that's not just the words. There are, as I said, sometimes I've given to another Swami, I think, under fire. Now, under fire is not just a word, it's an expression. We call it idiomatic expression. So these kind of words also make a lot of sense. There are many like that. For example, a stitch in time saves 9. Stitch in time saves 9. Some tear is there on some cloth. And it's a small tear. If I stitch it in time, fine. And if I leave it, I don't stitch it in time, what happens? I'll have to stitch, the tear becomes much bigger. So this is just an idiom kind of a word, but it applies everywhere. You do the action at the right time, then you are able to set it right easily. But if you let it go, you said, okay, I'll do it tomorrow, then what happens? The same problem becomes much bigger.
Yes.
So the expression for it is, a stitch in time saves 9 stitches. You could have managed with 1 stitch, but you have to now give 9 stitches to improve that.
Yes.
So these are kind of expressions, and we have to learn them. And when we learn these kind of expressions, it makes our language becomes much more effective. So it is useful for all of us to learn some expressions like that. I'll also be coming out with more expressions which are easy at the same time. They are very useful. You can use them anywhere. Okay. So that was nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, today we come to the end of these three legal candidates, law students. We had Swapna, Pavan, and Swami, all of them speaking about various topics. Very interesting. And anybody who would like to participate, we are going to have these on a regular basis. So, any other law students who are willing to, who would like to participate in these conversations, can always get in touch, because a phone number is provided in the description, and a mail ID is also provided in the description. So, any law students, you're welcome, most welcome to join these discussions or conversations. Thank you very much. Bye bye.